Good day, traders, and welcome to this second video about RobotFX Heiken Ashi Expert Advisor. If you missed the first video, I suggest you go to this page, robotfx.ro, this website, search the Heiken Ashi from the shop, click on it, it will lead you to this page and watch the videos in order. The videos are at the bottom. Otherwise, you might miss something important. If you don't know what this is about, it's a Heiken Ashi Expert Advisor with advanced trailing capabilities that you can also download for free as a demo version, and make sure you also download the indicator, RobotFX Heiken Ashi indicator needed by this Expert Advisor. Now, in this second video, I said I will discuss the Expert Advisor settings, well, as many as I will be able to. And hopefully I will do a good job and everyone will understand. Let me find, I think this chart. I will be still staying on the F1, on the H1 chart. Now, first of all, if you bought this Expert Advisor and you are trading on live account, do make sure that you enter your email here. Otherwise, the Expert Advisor will close your chart. I don't know where to put this to, so it will interfere less with this demonstration. Right here in the middle. Now, enable lot size management. If it is set to true, the Expert Advisor will use a percentage of the equity to open a trade, and this is defined below in percentage of equity to trade. In this settings, 0.01. Otherwise, you can set it to false and use the lot size, which is a fixed lot size. It doesn't change. The stop loss and the take profit, I guess they are self-explanatory. Their values are in pips. The trader has the option to set the maximum orders allowed by the Expert Advisor to be on the chart, to be open at the same time on the chart. I mean, that means that after there will be 3 open orders on the chart, the Expert Advisor will ignore all the other trade signals. Slippage is in pips, also self-explanatory. Let's talk about, as they are in this order, how the Expert Advisor closes the trades. Close trades at opposite Heiken Ashi signal. If this is set to true, then the Expert Advisor will close the trade as soon as the Heiken Ashi changes the color. So we enter a buy here. We buy until the Heiken Ashi changes color into red, and then stop. We close, or the Expert Advisor closes the trade. Then this is considering we are trading with the trend, and the trend is up in this example. Then we buy again. The Heiken Ashi changes the color. Stop again. Another trade. Enter here. Color change. Stop here. Enter. Stop. Enter. Stop. And so we have a multitude of winning trades, which also overlap sometimes, as you can see, one over the other, making the profit higher than just entering one trade here and staying with the trend until whenever. So this is what this option does. Close trade is up to the Heiken Ashi signal. Related to this option, if set to true, there is the second one. Do not close at Heiken Ashi if negative profit. That means that the Expert Advisor, I think this is a good example where this might happen. If the Expert Advisor would have opened the trade right here, when the Heiken Ashi candle changed the color from red to green, normally it was supposed to close it right here, but maybe the price would be lower than the opening price. In this case, the profit will be negative and the expert advisor will not close this trade. Will stay within this trade until the next closing signal, as instructed by the trader. Yes, this will be the only example. Close trades at opposite Heiken Ashi trend and signal. If this is set to true, then the Heiken Ashi will close the trades regardless of the profit, so it will be negative probably. When the trend changes, and it will be also a trade signal for the new trend. So if, for example, if you are selling here, that will be a sell, and then the trend will change up, and it will be a buy right here, buy signal right here. The expert advisor will close this sell in negative, in a loss, to open the next buying, the next trades, the next signals, which are long signals. The expert advisor will buy. So this trade, this sell would be a loss with that option set to true. Next, close open winning trades if same signal occurs. If this option is set to true, then the expert advisor will close a same trade, or will close a trade if same signal will occur. So if you would be in a trade right here, that's a good example. You know what, let me zoom out again. That was not a good example. That's a good example. If we were in a trade right here, so expert advisor will open a buy here, and let's say it didn't close this trade, but it will have the next buy signal right here. At this point, the expert advisor will close the first trade, close this, and open the next one, the next signal. And then if we don't close when the Heiken Ashi changes the color, if we close this second buy when the third buy signal occurs, buy 3, it will close this one and open the buy 3. So we will not trade, basically we will not trade with the wave. It will be a more continuous trade, just as when we would open a buy right here, let's call it buy 0, and stay with the trend until whenever, something like that. Otherwise, I think it's better to trade each swing, buy, and exit. But this is my style. Now I don't know, everyone has a different style. Let's see what other options we have. And also related to this, do not close a trade if same signal, if the option above is set to true, if the profit is negative, which might have happened again, maybe here. So if we are buying here and there's another buy signal here, the price at this point must be low, could be lower than the opening price of this trade, of the B1. So the expert advisor will ignore closing the trade when B2 signal happens. Nothing will happen, and it will consider the other signal, B3. So this will be ignored, and at this point it will close this B1 and open B3. I hope it's clear. So many lines, and my drawing skills on the desktop are not so, my digital drawing skills are not so good. Hopefully you'll understand better in the third video, where I'll do a strategy test, trying to explain the settings again. Now, enough with the closing of the trades. There is the option to display chart info, which are these small pieces of information here and there. Also set the color of this information. such as magic numbers, how the trailing option happens, and so on. If it's too much, just set the display chart info to false. There's the option to set a comment for each of the trade opened by this expert advisor, which could be useful later for easily monitor and the logs and see the performance of this expert advisor by just searching for the comment. There's also the option to use a particular magic number used for allowing this expert advisor maybe interfering with other trades opened by other expert advisor or vice versa. This is general MetaTrader knowledge, so I won't go into explaining the magic numbers. Sorry for that, there's no time. You have to search the internet. Let's skip the Heiken Ashi signal and signal confirmation and go with the trend. There is the option for the trader, as we discussed in the first video, to follow one trend, which is trend A, two trends, second one being trend B, or even disable both of them and don't follow any trend. That means that the expert advisor will consider entering the trends whenever the Heiken Ashi color will change, obviously regardless of the trend. So we have the option to follow trend A. We can choose the time frame for the trend A. If we are trading on H1, we will choose a higher time frame, let's say 1 day. Also, use the change the setting for the Heiken Ashi candles on this trend A period time frame V1. Use the trend shift, trend A shift, the candle shift basically. It should be named candle shift. I suggest to want to make sure that the candle did change the color. Similar for the trend B. Enable trend B, set it to maybe an even higher time frame. It doesn't matter the order. The first one can be trend A can be 1 month and trend B can 1 day. It really doesn't matter. And only this about the trend. As for the signal, as for the entry signal, we use the signal which is the Heiken Ashi on the current chart. And again, the trader has the option to set and choose the settings for the Heiken Ashi indicator as he wishes. I don't know why that's so high for anyway. We use the Heiken Ashi settings on this chart, which means that if we follow this trend, as I said before, the expert advisor will open buy here, buy. Whenever and we'll probably open another buy right here when the Heiken Ashi candles will change again from red into green. Whenever the color will change from downtrend, red into green or blue, depends how you see this color. And it will also uses a signal confirmation. If you are familiar with the RobotFX trading tools, it's the same signal confirmation that appears in the non-Lagma expert advisor and the fluid expert advisor. And this is basically an area area given by the number of candles that the trader can choose. Let's make it 30. It has two settings: the swing zone confirmation, the signal confirmation. The swing zone has two settings: only a number of candles, the last number of candles, and pips away from last swing, that I'll explain right now. I must explain this on another chart, on a normal chart, for you to understand it better. This allows us to, or the trader, to filter some bad trades. So if the swing zone will be 30 candles, let's measure the candles 30. Well, sorry. Oh, God damn it. Well, it doesn't need to be precise for this example. The swing zone has 30 candles. I could have drawn a rectangle better, but I like to complicate things. So this would be the swing zone, and 30 pips between them. This is much more. Let's put it like this. All right, so this is a swing zone made of 30 candles, and the distance between distance between the high and the low of the swing zone is let's say 30 pips, although it is more now. It is useful because, as I said, it will filter some unwanted signals. Let's say there's a sales, if the seller was, if the trader was considering selling, and if there was a sell signal right here, I don't know why I wrote S there. If there was a sell signal right here, somewhere in the swing zone, this confirmation zone, then the expert advisor will not close the trade. It will not open a trade. It will open a trade only if, and we're talking about selling, right? Only if the price at that moment will be at least 30 pips away from the low of this, the lowest low of this zone. Okay, let me open it again, the settings. Sorry, where was that? Right here. So, I think I made a mistake explaining. I was thinking about something else probably. The swing zone it's measured between the highest high and the lowest low of these 30 of these numbers of bars or candles. I'm sure I've said something else and did something else as well. You can just ignore what I've said until now about the swing zone. The swing zone is determined by the number of candles, as I said before, and the highest high and the lowest low of these candles. So this would be the swing zone. And the swing zone number, the pips away from the last swing, that is related to the distance that must be, the price must be at least that distance away from one of these limits, highest high or lowest low, depends on what the trader wants to do. So if we are considering buying, if we want to buy, then we want where we instructed the expert advisor to open the buy if there is a signal, if the price is at least 30 pips away from the highest high of this latest 30 candles. And if you wanted to open a sell, then the same. We just instructed the expert advisor to open the sell, but filter it so the price will be at least 30 pips, 30 pips away from the lowest low. Just so you can better understand this, we don't want to open a buy right here, and we don't want to open a sell right here. That's the idea. We want to have this buffer, this distance between the lowest low, and we want to have the same distance between the highest high and the price, the open level of the next trade. So we make sure that the price will go at least a little more in that direction, either down or up. So in this example, on this chart, we'll probably consider buying, going with the trend. And at this point, if or when the Heiken Ashi candles will change the color, from down into up, well, the price will be 30 pips away from the highest high, of these 30 candles, and even more, which is good. This is what we want to happen, because we want to trade, again, trading with the trend. We want to buy here, and we don't want to buy here. It's not a buy signal. We want to buy here, but not here. We want to buy here, and here actually we want to exit. Don't enter another buy, and so on. The price goes down and up again. And this was the idea with the that I mistakenly explained in the first time. And this happens right here on this chart, right? The same time frame, only different candles. It will be something like this. Whenever the Heiken Ashi candles will change the color from red into green, we want to make sure that the price is not here when this happens, because sometimes there's as you probably know, the price moves too fast. There is a spike, maybe there are news, the price moves well, in 1-2 candles, it moved already I don't know, 100 pips. Then the Heiken Ashi changed the color, and well, we entered the trade too late because we didn't know. So we want to enter only when we have this distance. By default it's 30 pips, but of course, as you could see, you can change that to any number of pips that makes you feel comfortable. And of course, do mind that if this is a very high number, well, that will never happen. This is a very high number. You will lose some entries. If the number is lower, you will have more entries and not so well filtered, probably. You will have to find your own settings for this swing zone confirmation, for this confirmation zone. And this depends on the price, but you'll have to look the chart, the price back, sorry, to see how the price evolved in the recent past. All right, we'll see more about this when we do the strategy tester. We talked about the trends and the signal. We have the option to enable Martingale. Martingale is basically when we when we increase the lot size of the next trade, if the previous trade was closed in negative profit. So if we are losing one trade, it is an interesting strategy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'd say use it with care, and don't let greed to take over you. If you use the Martingale, you also have the option to consider not the last trade, not the profit or the loss for the last trade, but for the last two trades. So if you set the Martingale, if the last two orders are negative set to true, then the expert advisor will calculate the profit for the sum of the last two closed orders. And well, it's up to you how to use the Martingale, or if you use it, the Martingale settings. There's also the Martingale multiplier, and this is the number of times the next trade or trades will be multiplied with the previous lot size if the previous trade or trades were negative. So if you traded 0.5 lot size and you lost, with the Martingale multiplier, obviously the next trade will be 1. And the Martingale consecutive trade set to 3 means that the expert advisor will only be allowed to multiply Martingale for as many numbers as you said right here, consecutive trades. It will increase the lot size of the next trades, of the next 3 trades, considering that all of them are lost. So we are losing one trade, we are losing the second one by martingaling We are using the third one by martingale, and we martingale again the third time and the last time, and after we lose, if we lose this one as well, then the supervisor will resume with the initial lot size, which is either given by the lot size management or by the fixed lot size. And that was martingale. Next we have the trailing stop options, which are the same, again, if you are familiar with, are the same options with the RobotFX trailing stop expert advisor. If you are familiar with this, you don't need to watch this any further. If you're not, then please understand that the Heiken Ashi expert advisor can also trail the price using a multitude of options, indicators, candlesticks, fractals, ATR indicators. I will invite you to watch the video on the trailing stop expert advisor page, because it's been already explained there. But in a nutshell, just use an indicator from here or a method of trailing the price. Candlestick means that the price will be trailed, the stop loss will be placed after the candle closes at the end of that candle. Fractals uses the fractals indicator, ATR indicator, and so on. Moving average profit points, swing zone, and Heiken Ashi. Yes, we have the option to use the same swing zone that we use for confirmation, the signal, the trade signal. We can use that as to trail the price, and we can also use, trail the price using the same Heiken Ashi and indicator. And the Heiken Ashi candles used to trail the price are the same as we wrote down here. The same with the Heiken Ashi candles. We didn't want to complicate things by introducing yet another setting for the Heiken Ashi trailing stop. So the ones used for the where is it? For the signal are the same settings for the Heiken Ashi trailing option. And this would be about everything about settings. I'm going to end this video now because it's almost half hour and probably became boring watching, if you managed to watch so far. And I'll invite you to watch the next video, the RobotFX Heiken Ashi third video. I'll try to do a strategy tester there and explain the same settings and why the expert advisor did what it did. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again.